Hey everyone, I recognize that it's been a while since I popped on here and did a video, so I'm so excited to chat with you all today about a requested topic, and that is, oh, there's a terrible glare right there. Oh well. Where is that coming from? Right here, apparently. Oh well. And this is something that this is something I do with all my clients. And I had to recognize that I am a registered dietitian. I don't fully tackle this work, but I can't not at some point bring these things up. And that is like, how do we discover our identity outside of the eating disorder? So once again, this is definitely more of a therapist's role, but it's hard not to do the work that we do and not tap into these pieces. And so I really like to break up this identity work into 7 parts. And so, discovering your identity outside eating disorder can be challenging, but incredibly rewarding. It involves reconnecting to yourself, your values, your passions. And like I said, I kind of break this up into 7 steps. So the first step is to reflect on your values. So to take the time and think about what truly matters to you. This might include relationships, things that you are passionate about in terms of your artistic abilities, creative endeavors, your career, spirituality, or just personal growth aspects. So reconnecting to your core values in this way can really help ground and center your sense of self and what actually matters to you. What do you like to do? The second piece is to explore new interests. So I have clients who will say first on step 1 or part 1, be like, I don't know. There's nothing that comes to mind. And I say, great. The second part is to explore new interests. So try activities that you may have avoided or were unable to engage in during your eating disorder. So experiment with new hobbies, sports, creative outlets, to kind of see what resonates with you. And I know this can feel scary, but you can absolutely create a list of things with your dietitian, with your therapist, of like new things that you want to try, and start seeing what feels good, what is fun to you. Number 3, develop healthy relationships. So you want to surround yourself with people who support your recovery and encourage your personal growth. And these connections can help you rediscover your identity beyond the eating disorder. So ideally, you are connected with people that have similar values, similar interests, similar passions, and at the root, right, really celebrate and promote positive body image, positive relationships with food, positive relationships with movement. And so really making sure that these connections, these relationships really foster a healthy relationship with food, body image, and movement. Number 4, focus on your strengths. So really take a stock of like, what are your strengths? What are your talents? What are you good at? What do you enjoy? Rediscovering your unique skills and talents can really boost your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth. And sometimes, once again, I have clients be like, I'm not good at anything. And I'm like, that's okay. You may feel like that now, but that's not necessarily true. So ask your friends, ask your family, like, what do you think I'm good at? And that can be helpful too. You can also take some online strength skills finders assessments, essentially. So there are online tools for that too, that you take some quizzes and you kind of see like, what am I good at? Like, what could I delve into? So I like to do some online assessments as well. Number 5, challenging limiting beliefs. So eating disorders often come with a lot of negative beliefs about yourself. So working on challenging and reframing those thoughts are going to be really important. So this can happen through a therapist to really help reframe negative thoughts, as well as there are some good self-help books and tools for that as well, because eating disorders are all about making you feel, excuse my language, like a bag of turds, right? And it's very self-deprecating, very demeaning. And so really learning how to challenge those negative self-beliefs are going to be really important in order to create an identity outside the eating disorder, right? Because the eating disorder wants to suck you back in. And so we have to literally learn how to fight the eating disorder, fight what the eating disorder says about you so you can get beyond that. 6, set non-body related goals. So whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a new career, or building deeper relationships, setting goals that have nothing to do with your appearance can really help you shift your focus. The Eating Disorder loves to make goals around food, body, movement goals. Sometimes movement goals can be integrated into identity outside of eating disorder. Really depends on how exercise was used as a part of your eating disorder. But other than that, really set goals that are completely not related to your body, not related to food, for this type of identity work can help you really break free from like what is on the other side of eating disorder recovery. And there's so much more. Now let's say part of your identity is like, I want to fully step into my identity as an intuitive eater, then like, yes, like those goals can be set, because that does have to do with, a lot of like food and behavior goals, but I really like to try to set non-food and body image related goals when we start doing identity work. And the last step is really practicing self-compassion. And whenever I say self-compassion, a lot of my clients are like, ugh. And I get it. That can seem like such a woo-woo, like self-compassion. But there is so much research, so much positive research on self-compassion. And recovery is really not a linear process, right? We see those graphs where it's like, I want to recover. And really it's like this, where it's like ups and downs. But over time, it's like you do recover. It just, there's ups and downs along the way. And so being gentle with yourself as you explore who you are outside the eating disorder, reminding yourself that it's okay to feel uncertain, that's going to be really important. And I think the last one, I'm kind of cheating because I said 7, but maybe there's 8, and it's just like, working with a therapist is going to be really huge regarding this. So I don't know if it's technically number 8, but overarchingly, like working with a therapist to do identity work is going to be really, really impactful. Like I said, as a dietitian, I do dip into some of this work as well. But a therapist is really, this definitely is more within their realm. And so working with a therapist who specializes in eating disorders or identity issues can provide really a personalized plan and support you with each of those steps. You know, everyone has their different framework of how they like to do identity work. But even though it can feel overwhelming, it is so worth it, because truly eating disorder recovery is all about like creating a life worth living outside of the eating disorder. And that's how we really, that's how we recover. That's how we build a life that is full, that is meaningful. And so, yeah, identity work is such an important part of that. It takes time, but it's so worth it. So I hope this was educational. I hope this was impactful. And please let me know if you guys have any questions. All right. What is today? Happy Monday, everyone.